I want to talk about this idea in the fun half of the program. I mean, excuse me, in the non-fun half of the program. But well, I'll bring it up
Did you see
another
Kyle's
time.
idea on Twitter?
No.
Check it out later.
So as you may or may not know, the Trump administration, for whatever reason, maybe they can't get their act together. The White House has shut down its public comment line, instead telling callers with an automated message that they should contact the administration via Facebook Messenger instead. There's only one problem. According to Variety, neither the new White House administration nor President Donald Trump seem to currently maintain an active Facebook Messenger account. White House has long kept a public comment line, which in recent years had been staffed by volunteers of the Obama administration. In addition, it also offered a number to reach the White House switchboard, where paid staffers would pick up the phone and take messages for the administration. Since the White House has stopped doing that, people have begun to call Trump-owned hotels. And this is, I think, brilliant. One of the concerns that we have with the Trump administration is they're leveraging the presidency to drive revenue at their hotels. And so it also happens to be one of their weaknesses, which is a concern in foreign policy matters, terrorism, whatnot. What if, a terrorist attacks a Trump hotel? I don't know. In India, do we attack India?
A beekeeper attack India bar.
But the beautiful thing about that protest is that's something you can do no matter where you live. And I know we have a lot of international listeners who are like, darn it, I wish I could protest Donald Trump in a meaningful way. Well, you can, because there's a hotel or something that Trump owns somewhere around there, and you can make their life miserable. My understanding is that staffing is determined a week out at hotels, but you can cancel your reservations up to 72 or 24 hours. So, I mean, I don't know. If I had $5 million, there would be a lot of stuff I would mess with. I would also start a bureaucrat defense fund, or just like meetings where you could learn to sort of put a wrench in the works. But speaking of protest, Greenpeace, these guys are ballsy. Apparently there's some construction happening behind the White House, blocks behind the White House, with one of those huge cranes. And, well, a couple of Greenpeace guys climbed up on that crane and dropped a little message over the White House. Here it is. That's the picture. And here's the video. It's a big resist banner. It's huge. Wow.
It's pretty impressive after this and after the one at the Vikings game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Too.
They scaled a 270-foot crane. Man, oh man. I mean, I'll walk up a ladder, but that's about it.
They're going to try to criminalize prank phone calls. Yes. I mean, honestly, that's like...
It's going to be hacking.
The other thing that
incidentally,
we need to follow all of the... We talked about it a bit on Monday, but like the criminalization of protest law in Indiana, the vehicle law in Dakota, and I think that they will make an attempt to criminalize that.
If you use Fire RTC, you can...
do it anonymously.
At least it won't show up. You won't have a number that shows up on their caller ID.
All of these things are important.
You can also find caller ID spoofing services online. Not that I know about these things.
One can find those things.
My understanding is they exist. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Some over. Subscribe.